Hey there, you're watching the Jessa channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and today I am here with a new Let's Play. This is Xcom, Enemy Within, and we are going to be playing this together. But, as usual, I'm going to be adding my own little roleplay and storytelling twist to the game. And you get to be involved. At thejessachannel.com/Xcom, you'll find a form for you to enter in a name, male name and female name for a soldier. There's also a box there for you to put a little backstory. It doesn't have to be a long backstory. It can be a couple of sentences. I've put a few examples there for you to see. If you put in a backstory, you'll have a better chance of being picked to be part of the Let's Play. The final aspect of the form is to put in your YouTube username. As each soldier, should that soldier survive, as each soldier is promoted to the rank of sergeant, they are given a nickname, and that nickname will be your YouTube username. So, give me a good male name and female name for soldiers, and then make sure and put your YouTube username in the form as well too. Let me tell you about our commander. Her name is Deidre Hawkins. She has been given, and in her belief, she doesn't even understand why she's been given this. She does have an influential member of the council behind her. We'll find out more about that. But even with that influence, she still thinks that this is possibly way over her head. Deidre is frightened. Deidre has a lot to do in order to save Earth from the alien incursion. Let's go in and take care of some of the settings. I don't know if you can change the difficulty of the game. I'm going to start out on easy. I hope that you can up the difficulty of the game as we go along. I always start out on easy when I'm not familiar with the game and I haven't played very much XCOM. And then as time goes on, I raise the difficulty. We'll be doing the meld tutorial. This is part of the expansion pack of XCOM Enemy Within. These are 2 extra missions that we'll be adding in and doing as well too. I'm not going to reduce beginner voiceover because so many of you, I have a feeling, will be new to the game or have not played it very much. Let's choose our second wave options. Damage roulette I really like. It adds a great deal of tension to the battlefield. New economy means that the money that we receive from individual council members is randomized. Rookies have random starting stats. That's fantastic. It means that not all your soldiers are exactly the same, just like humans. As a soldier is promoted, their stats will increase randomly. I like this as well too. I like to add randomness to the game. I find it interesting. If I don't like it, then the next time we play XCOM with a new story and new soldiers, then I'll just not use any of these options, but I'd like to try them. Each soldier's training tree will be mostly random generated. I like this as well too. It means that your soldiers end up being very unique. Aiming angles is a no-brainer as far as I'm concerned. Units receive an aim bonus, and goodness knows we're going to need it. The closer they are to flanking an enemy. Save scumming means that when you save scum, you try and basically, things aren't going the way you would like them to go, you simply reload the game and try again. This, if you put on save scum, will stop that from happening. I will not be reloading unless the game itself glitches out, which does happen. And I don't want for us to lose or to have a disadvantage that comes as a result of the game itself causing us a problem. Now, if our choices cause us a problem, if a soldier dies on the field, the soldier dies. If you have a soldier named after you and the soldier dies, the soldier dies. That's the excitement of it. There's one last thing to share with you, and that is I invite you to join the council of Xcom and let me know in the comments through mission reports or incoming messages from the council. You can even date them if you'd like. You can get as interesting as you'd like, and you can say, Commander Hawkins, I think that you did not do such a great job on that last mission. What you should have done is X, Y, and Z. Or Commander Hawkins, I believe that you should have made this choice with the countries. Or Commander Hawkins, I believe you're doing a great job. Let me know. You are the one who I have to ultimately answer to as Commander Deidre Hawkins. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Without any more preamble, let's start this game. Those who play with the devil's toys will be brought by degrees to wield his sword. Buckminster Fuller. Uh-oh. I really wouldn't get too close to that if I were you. I'm just saying, you might want to back up. Oh, that's too close. Don't do that. Told ya. Oh, that's a bad day. You know what this is called? Ow. A very bad Monday. A very, very bad Monday. Whoopsie doodle. I'd really like to know who's going to clean up that mess.
Hello, Commander. In light of the recent extraterrestrial incursion, this Council of Nations has convened to approve the activation of the Xcom project. You have been chosen to lead this initiative, to oversee our first and last line of defense. Your efforts will have considerable influence on this planet's future. We urge you to keep that in mind as you proceed. Good luck, Commander.
Thank you, Council. Vigilo confido. First order of business, men and women, is to choose our base location. I've received several incoming reports on what are best in each continent or location. The Council informs me that Asia is excellent if we wish to lower the costs of the projects in the Foundry and the Officer Training School. I've given it some considerable thought before we leave on this first mission of the Xcom. I believe that we should set our base in Africa. You might say that I am personally biased, as that is also my home country. And perhaps you may be right. But the Council has informed me that should we choose Africa, the continent of Africa, as our home base, that we will receive a bonus, codename All in which all monthly Xcom funding increase by 30%. That's too good a deal to pass up. I expect while we are out on this mission, and I am overseeing the troops, that you will build a beautiful, sturdy, strong, impenetrable fortress for me to return to. Or at least get started on it. That's all for now. Hawkins out.
We're dropping you just inside the Egyptian border.
Thank you, Central. Troops, this is Operation Blinding Shroud. This is a council mission. Therefore, they will be watching our every move, as you can have no doubt. This is Port Said in Egypt. The mission brief for this one is: alien forces are in the area. Witnesses report seeing multiple canisters of an unknown purpose. Civilians have been evacuated. The mission objectives are to neutralize all hostile targets and to locate and secure the canisters for analysis back at our new headquarters in Africa. I expect the best from all of you. Do not disappoint me.
That object is different from the others. It does not appear to be the same type of pod we've seen used by the aliens during their abduction operations. We may gain new insights if we recover it.
Thank you.
Advised, Commander. Intel confirms enemy activity in this area.
Of that I have no doubt, Central. Dr. Valen, thank you very much. Hawkins out. All right. I'm gonna get a lay of the land. Our first order of business is to secure this meld. Kim, that will be your duty. Actually, Mercier, it's your duty.
This appears to be a containment device of some kind. We can only assume it has an internal self-destruct mechanism like the other alien equipment. Although it must have already been disabled somehow.
Thank you, Dr. Shen. I do appreciate a disabled self-destruct mechanism. Mercier, that's yours to collect.
Bien compris.
There may be additional canisters like this one in the area. The more we can recover, the more we'll learn about what's inside them.
Any others you find may still have operational self-destruct modules. Be careful.
Dr. Shen, I am always careful. Dr. Valen, keep me apprised. All right. Kim, I need someone who can get as close to this full cover as possible. Daly, move ahead. Kim? Kim, take a look down there. What do you see? Nothing of interest showing up. Arnold. Take the side of Kim.
Let's do this.
So, I'm going to give you some commentation notes here. Gameplay notes, I should say, as the commentator. And we have 4 soldiers here. So they've just been given random names. When we get back to the base is when I will be able to name them as you have chosen. basically give them the names that you are going to be inputting into the form at thejessachannel.com/Xcom. So, for now, we're just playing with generic soldiers, but you can imagine how much more intense the tension will be when we are playing with soldiers that are named as you have named them, with your story and roleplay behind them. There are a couple things to know about playing XCOM, and as I had mentioned, I'm not an expert by any means. It'll be very unlikely that we finish this XCOM Let's Play, as winners. It's very unlikely, but because XCOM is a difficult game and involves a great deal of strategy. But I'm going to do my best. Commander Hawkins has a lot riding on the line. When you have a soldier selected, you can click F1 here to find out a little bit more about them. Lucy Daly has excellent offense and pretty good will. Pretty good defense. Well, her defense is only 20, but at least she has some defense. And then Mercier is got full defense here because he's in cover, and I just realized that that's defense is how much cover you're in. And then, of course, it can be augmented by other things later on in the game. His offense is 80, excellent. That's wonderful stats there. Will is 43. Will, the higher the will is, the less chance the soldier has of panicking on the field. And soldiers do panic on the field. And at that point, you cannot command them. They won't accept commands until they finish panicking. Also, a soldier with a higher will is more likely, my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, dear council members, but a soldier with higher will is a better chance of being psionic, and getting a psionic soldier or two in your roster is really helpful. You can also make troops become mech soldiers as well too, meaning they're basically robotic. They have a lot of their human parts removed, hopefully not too painfully, and hopefully they're under some serious sedation when that goes on, and they become really intense mech troopers. Let's look at the next soldier. This is Min Jun Kim. Oh, offense of 80. Excellent. Oh, I lucked out this time. I usually don't get such great soldiers. Did I look at Daly already? I did. And then Mercier, Kim. Oh, I see why, because this is... We also want Arnold as well, too. Emily Arnold, she's a little weak. That's a very low will. And the offense is really not that great. But I'm here to make the best out of what we have. So we have the movements. When you hover over when you click on a soldier, Daly here has 7 health points, which is great. And she has 1 more movement point left. And she's in half cover. So I'm going to move her here to get her to full cover. And she sees some more meld here. Excellent. We're going to try and get that as quickly as possible. And so in order to go forward on that, I'm going to grab Arnold here and move her... No, Mercier, and move him forward. I want to get him as forward as possible without activating anything, hopefully, in that building yet, if we're lucky. I'm going to Overwatch Kim here. Overwatch means that they will keep an eye out, and if an alien crosses their line of sight or their path, they will shoot at it, but at a lower aim penalty. So it's not the greatest penalty. I mean, there's the penalty makes Overwatch sometimes not your best choice, but it is very helpful. Okay, I'm going to try and get... I don't want to get her too far forward so she doesn't activate, so I'm going to move to about here. By activate, I mean that there are probably aliens in this fog of war over here, and I don't want to activate them too soon until I have all my troops kind of where I want them to be.
The energy signature coming from that device implies the self-destruct mechanism is still intact and priming for detonation. You'll need to move quickly to recover it before it's too late.
Understood, Dr. Shin. Hawking's out. So, what Dr. Shin was saying to Commander Hawkins is that, other way, is that it basically, the meld is a timed thing. You have to get there in a certain amount of turns. And we have 4 turns, which is generous at this stage of the game, and we should be able to do it without a problem, provided we don't get activate a group of enemies right on top of it and get bombarded. Let's start with the troop who's farthest behind here and move that troop forward. Kim, move forward.
Alien life on Earth. We're witnessing something never before seen in recorded history.
So this is going to be tough because we're going to need to have one person moving over here and a soldier backing them up while the other 2 deal with this alien in here. So, who will it be? Let's see. I'm going to have Mercier move forward as far as I can get him. Arnold, I'd like you here.
On my way.
The reason why I want her and Arnold and Kim here is so that they can overwatch if this alien starts to move forward. I don't want to use up both of their movement points in case we can get a chance to get a shot off. And then I'm going to spin this movement point on Daly and get her here to full cover.
Moving out.
Hopefully don't activate anything if we're lucky. Overwatch. 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 Alien, and there he goes. We have a hit possibility here.
I'll get him next time.
We got one, we actually hit the alien for 1 point. If you speak French, I think he said something like, duck. That was basically the equivalent of duck. Okay. So we have a pesky little alien here. He's also taken out some of our cover, which is kind of a pain in the butt. Let's get Kim up here. That was very rude of him to take out our cover. Can I get you? No, I can't. But I can get you. Okay, so Kim is going to head forward. That gives him a 60% chance. We're going to take that chance, but not before we set up our other soldier. She's got half cover here. That's the best we can do. That gives her 40% chance. Kim. Take the shot. So he's going to do that. It does up to 4 damage. 60% chance to hit. Let's hope he kills. Nope, that's a miss.
Target's still up.
This yellow means that he's being flanked. So it's a good idea to get Mercier out of there. I can dash him forward in 1 turn, but that's not very smart because she's right here and she can get here in 1 turn. So we're going to do that.
Moving.
Not waste a movement point. Oh, I see why we're flanked, and she's got a 70% chance to hit there. That's not too bad. Wait, before I make that move, though, I've learned with Xcom that you want to really think about it before you make your moves. Because, yeah, dying is something that you can't really recover from. I imagine that Commander Hawkins is in the Sky Ranger and she's commanding them. So, he cannot see that alien, only only she can. So first of all, let's collect that meld because I'm pretty sure it doesn't use a turn. I'm pretty sure. Sometimes I have a hard time. Oh, there we go. Oh, damn it. That was a mistake. That was not what I meant to do. I was trying to collect on the meld. But I'm going to live with the choices. She's in a terrible position, too. She's not even... Oh, jeez. She's not... I think she's got no cover. Oh, that was a terrible mess. Okay. Let's move you forward. That was a big fat mess. Let's see if we can take care of this one, though. You see why I'm playing on easy right now? So if you want to shoot the alien, you just click on the alien's face down here. And, or not. Oh, he hasn't got any movements, that's why. You have, though. 40% chance to hit. Terrible chances, but do your best. I smell a miss, and that's correct.
I'll get him next time.
You better. And I have no Overwatch, so it's just gonna hit us. Oh, it's on Overwatch now. That's really important to keep in mind. Oh, don't hit my guy! Don't hit my guy! Oh, he hit my guy! Oh, I'm so sorry to have made that mistake and now you're injured. I feel really bad about that. Let's get you into some cover here where you have a chance to hit him. And I want you to just go ahead and smack the holy crap out of it. Let's take it back here.
I'm rolling.
Thank you. And 53% chance to hit is nothing, but it's better than nothing. Yes!
Neutralized.
Vengeance.
Their weapons appear to self-destruct when the operator dies. We should look closely for any fragments that could be salvaged for our own development programs.
Thank you, Dr. Valen. We'll look out for that once all enemy threats have been neutralized. Now, Mercier, let's see if I can collect this without actually moving you. I don't know why I have such a hard time with this collection button here. So I want to... There we go. Got it.
Excellent work, Commander. That should provide us with an ample supply of this substance for analysis.
Dr. Valen, you flatter me. So, I'm going to bring him here with the preparation of... And I have my team separated, which I don't like. But... Because I feel pretty positive there's probably two over here. So, like I said, as council members, you can instruct me on how I'm doing. He cannot move here, but he can move here. Once again, always trying to get in that full cover. And I'm going to overwatch him. Now, Arnold has a problem in front of her. Is this half cover? That's no cover. Arnold can, and he's in Overwatch, so if she moves, he will make aim for her. So let's try and get Kim to take him down. 70% chance, Kim. Do it. Yes. Excellent. Now, for a plan of action, we have some, we're probably going to have something going on back here. And it would be great if we could have two members of the team coming around this place here, around that corner, while we have another two members of the team coming up over here. So that's what we're going to work on. Let's first get, I'm pretty sure there's nothing in here, but pretty sure get soldiers killed. So let's be certain. I'm going to move here.
Rolling out.
And what do we have? It's now Daly's turn. I don't want Daly to move yet. I want Mercier to move. I want her to provide cover for whatever he sees when he heads here. Who are we going to activate? Anybody? Nobody. Okay. And the same thing. I'd like her to get to this full cover and have him provide cover in Overwatch.
That's affirmative.
She almost activated something. You can see over here, if you scroll back, so that means there's something right in here. So we're going to be overwatching both of these two. It's time for you to get forward to here. Yeah. That's the way that's how you do it. And I'm going to, there's no way you can move forward in this turn. Not to good cover. So, yeah, we're gonna overwatch you. So it is to my surprise that I found that I really, really like this game, because I felt it might be a little bit too, quote unquote, brutal for me, I guess, as I like to keep the channel content, I don't know about light, but just not very dark or intense. At least not for an entire game. But I found this game to be just stellar. Okay, so we're gonna go here.
I'm on the move.
And that gives her some backup. She can see something here, 60%. Not bad chances, actually. Let's have, Kim, can you open the door? Nope, not yet. Okay. I used up all your movement points, that's why. I'm gonna have you take that shot. Why the heck not? 60% is not too bad. It's not great. Haha! That's why.
Should give us a leg up on whatever it is the aliens are developing. I'm sure the doctors will be eager to get started.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. That was excellent work, troops. Particularly you, Daly. 2 canisters recovered. 0 lost. Aliens killed 3. I'm very pleased. Very pleased with that work. Back to Sky Ranger.
Commander to the research labs. Commander to the research labs.
You can imagine Commander Hawkins is coming off, rubbing her head. She's got a bit of a headache.
Welcome to Xcom HQ, Commander. I'm Central Officer Bradford. My role in this project is twofold: providing tactical support for our field operations, and keeping you briefed on the current situation. My efforts should allow you to focus on the bigger issues at hand. Speaking of which, we have a soldier waiting for a promotion in the barracks. I'll let you get to it.
Thank you very much, Central Officer Bradford. It's a pleasure to meet you. I look forward to working with you.
Commander to the research labs. Commander to the research labs.
Operation Blinding Shroud. After action report. Listen up, troops. Unfortunately, Rookie Daly is going to be in the med lab for the next 5 days. But she has been promoted to sniper. Rookie Kim is support. Rookie Mercier is assault. And Rookie Arnold is heavy. And Rookie Arnold, I give you an extra pat on the back for doing that. Or Rookie Daly, I give you an extra pat on the back for taking care of that final alien in a beautiful, beautiful moment.
The recovered artifacts are being unloaded, and the research team is waiting your orders. We'll get started as soon as you give the order, Commander.
Thank you, Dr. Valen. I'll be down to see you soon.
Commander to the research labs.
All right. This is what we have here as the debrief for Operation Blinding Shroud. We have some new research available. Weapon fragments, xenobiology, alien materials, and meld recombination. We also recovered 3 sectoid corpses,
Commander
6
to the
weapon
research
fragments,
Commander
and
to
20
the
meld.
research labs.
Let's head down to the research labs and answer that call.
Hello, Commander. My name is Dr. Farlan. I oversee the research labs. This is where all of Xcom's research and development takes place. We have already begun analyzing the artifacts recovered from our first encounter with the aliens. Based on our preliminary findings, we believe we can use them to develop some new equipment for our soldiers. With your approval, we will begin research immediately.
Thank you, Dr. Valen. Let me peruse the projects on hand, and I will let you know soon. I first need to make my way down to Dr. Shen. And by the way, may I say that the research lab is looking in tip-top shape, as usual. I would expect no less. And to engineering, which is over here.
Ah, Commander. I was wondering when you'd be stopping by. Welcome to engineering. Anything they can dream up in the research labs, we can build it here. Speaking of which, Dr. Valen has just sent us some new schematics. With your approval, we will begin fabrication.
Excellent work, Dr. Shen. And by the way, I have read some of your reports that you've published earlier on, and they were fascinating, to say the least. Now, some fun things that you can do here.
Commander to mission control.
Oh, let's head to
Commander
mission control.
Mission control.
We're being called. So we can scan for activity here, which I don't want to do yet. And that's just the game kind of showing us what's going on here. I love looking at the different areas of the game. For example, this is, let's see if I can get there. Oh, I can only zoom in. I remember that. Yeah. So this is the med lab, and that's probably Lucy in there, partying way too hard for a person who just took a couple of alien shots to the face. Over here is the council room, where we will see the council incoming commissions, transmissions come in. And I've actually kind of zoomed in and looked at this, and it's actually in line with and you'll see it when we start to build the base. Things show up in the same places of where we build them. You'll see what I mean. Soldiers exercising there. Relaxing, playing pool. That's just a stairwell area here. And down here, there's somebody at the bar. Different stairwells and whatnot over here. Over here, as we zoom over, is Dr. Valen's place of business. And then engineering over here. Up here is the Sky Ranger. And then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, let me zoom out a little bit. Yeah. Down here is officer training. And Commander Hawkins leads a lot of the officer training as part of her duties. And over here is a place that has not yet been excavated. So we have an event coming up in 31 days. We have the council report. So not only does Commander Hawkins receive reports from you and other viewers who are leaving reports in the comments below, but she also is taken to task for how she's doing every month. So this is mission control, which will take us in. And actually, before I do that, let me also show you research, engineering, which I've already shown you, the barracks, where you can hire soldiers and whatnot, the hangar, and then also there's something I'm forgetting where you build. Ah, yes, of course. Build facilities and engineering.
We've still
This
got
is what I'm
some
looking
room
for.
to grow up here, but if we really want to expand our facilities, we're going to have to start excavating beneath the base. Unfortunately, The deeper we go, the more it's going to cost.
Well, that news does not surprise me, Dr. Shen. So you can see here, that right next to the officer training school, which I just showed you, there was an empty place here that's represented here on the map. Satellite uplink, which I'll show you in a minute, and the access lift. So we're going to need to start excavating. We didn't get too lucky on this steam here is where we can build a stronger power supply, if I'm not mistaken. You have a normal power supply and then one that you can build on steam, which makes it a little bit stronger. It would be really nice if it were here, but it's not, so that's what we have to live with. Let's excavate. And we'll build a facility, but we'll do that in the next episode. As far as building and buying items, we'll do that in the next episode, but let me just show you what we'll be focusing on. We can build a med kit. And we also want to get started on a satellite. Satellites are essential for getting our communications up and running between the different countries. And very important, satellites are. If you don't make satellites quickly, you're very likely to lose the game. For the new research projects, xenobiology, which we'll cover in the next episode, weapon fragments, alien materials, and meld recombination. And as you research different things, new things open up for you. Once you're done doing your sort of administration work at the base here, and let me show you what I was going to show you here. So this is the excavation that we're going to be working on in here when we decide what we're going to build in there. And then satellite. We're also going to be building new hangar. This is where I meant to go. We'll be building new ships as well too. We have a Raven 1 and a Raven 2. They're equipped with avalanche missiles.
When selecting a specific jet within the hangar, you can choose to modify its current weapon loadout to best serve our needs.
Thank you, Dr. Shen. So under ship info, I'm unsure whether you can, yeah, unfortunately you can't. As far as I can see, you cannot rename the ship. Let me know if I'm incorrect on that. But anyway, I want to exit out of this. Escape. Okay. But yeah, unfortunately you cannot rename the ships, but you can if you're using the Long War mod, which I may do another Let's Play of that mod. It adds a lot of features. It's basically like it's available on the Nexus, the Xcom Nexus, same as the Skyrim Nexus, and it adds it's like a whole new free DLC. But it's also for advanced players, and I cannot call myself such. So I decided not to torture us by trying to play that mod just now. So as we scroll out, you can see the steam over here and the different places, and we're going to be excavating and getting the entire base set up. In our absence, I think they did a great job in building the base. We'll end at mission control. And I will say to you that I want to thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, please hit the thumbs up button below. And if you loved what you saw, join the party and subscribe. I'll see you back here in the world of Xcom in the next episode. And once again, remember that if you would like a soldier named after you, you can do so by heading over to the jessachannel.com/Xcom. Fill out the little form there, put a male first and last name, put a female first and last name, give me a little quick bio for each of them, one or the other or both, and then put your YouTube username in, and you will be featured in this Let's Play. As always, as I've said many times before, and as I'll say many times again, thank you so much for watching. Get every new Jessa Channel video right in your email inbox. Subscribe, then from your YouTube homepage, click Manage Subscriptions, then check Email with new uploads. And thanks for watching.